I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
You really do get goosebumps as you hear that message. Gibraltar has a huge amount of military history to offer, but nowadays people don't want to just see a site, they want to be told a story. This space aims to do exactly that, from the world being on the cusp of war to Gibraltar's involvement in it all and the stories of the people behind it.
We've worked with the Ian Fleming Foundation, and they really helped us understand Ian Fleming, his life and his connection to Gibraltar, the character of James Bond and how that fit in. We've worked with the Imperial War Museum, who've been fantastic, giving us access to countless hours of footage and photographs. We've worked with the National Museum for World War II in New Orleans, and they gave us some expertise and guidance. But at the same time, we were really delving deep into the local institutions, which are really important. So the Garrison Library, the Gibraltar National Archives, the Gibraltar Museum.
A new ticketing office, a 1940s officers' mess-inspired bar, and an RAF Spitfire replica are just some of the first things to get your attention as you enter the World War II tunnels. The exhibition then takes you through the stories behind it all. The way the rock was turned into the fortress is illustrated by artifacts from the time, maps describing networks of tunnels, and even a radio with the top charts from the era. The result is a real feel for the period of time that these tunnels were most vital. Further into the chambers, stories of Gibraltarians who were evacuated and a memorial for the engineers that lost their lives remind you of the very human impact of war. There's also an interactive section inspired by James Bond for visitors to take on a mission of their choosing.
It really captures a lot of Gibraltar's heritage, particularly around World War II, both on the military side, but also on the domestic side with the evacuation and that sort of intimate feeling of what Gibraltar went through.
The venue is also hoped to become a conference location.
Gibraltar is becoming very popular for conferencing and incentives and meeting shows. So this will be able, with this one, we'll be able to offer a larger number of people and guests coming, as here there's seating capacity for up to 500 people. There's also some breakout rooms and there's also facilities for food. So we're able to now offer bigger conferences. So this is a great addition to Gibraltar as a product. People are very, very interested. So yes, this will completely change what we already offer.
Government says the project has not cost the taxpayer a thing.
The investment has come from private investment. There is an agreement with the government in that the government pays a proportion of the Upper Rock entrance fees as a contractual fee, which actually means that it isn't taxpayers' money. It's tourist money that is coming into Gibraltar and being used to improve our facilities. It's not just the World War II tunnels, which we've seen today, but we're also already working on the northern defences, the Moorish Castle, and other sites on the Upper Rock very, very soon coming on stream. And it's all using money from visitors to Gibraltar. Ticket fees for the Upper Rock recently went up to £25, I believe. Are there plans to increase those further, or is that the figure that they'll remain at now regarding the rest of the projects? They're there for the time being. We may, depending on how we see things, increase it a little bit more, and then I think we'll leave it at that for a while.
Entrance to the tunnels remains free for locals. Works on phase 2 of the project are beginning shortly.